Diable.
Hello, Chad. How you doing?
Nah, all right, and you.
Also good, thanks, man.
Let's get a microphone down here and see what's going on there.
Good.
It's your idea that I'm hearing there.
Yeah. It's the Pretoria repeater that's going on.
Okay, cool. All right, I need to see what to do with this mic. yeah, I'm tired after this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a busy week. Can't complain. I was there Wednesday. I think Wednesday I was there with you guys. I had to go and give a certificate of compliance to one of the houses around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know that you don't want to see anybody, so I skipped.
Yeah, no,
Bypass.
I'm keeping everything down to an absolute minimum, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, just before I start, are you still a SAL member?
Yeah.
Why are you still paying it?
I still pay. Why? You guys not doing it anymore?
No, not at all. I mean, it's a waste of bloody 500 rand a year, man.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hello, Norman.
Hello, Norman. Let's kick this off here. Okay, there we go. 1900 on a very cold Sunday, 11 October 2020. Good evening, everybody. Let's hear who is out there for this evening's weekly net. Z6 IPS standing by.
Z6 OPS, Z6 VIL, no traffic.
OPS in the group, 36 GMT, no traffic.
Okay, there we go. Z6 VIL also on Zoom. Guys, come join Zoom. Z6 FPS, Z6 SNY, Z6 GRG, and Z6 SEO, who is also up on Zoom. Anybody else out there this evening? Z6 IPS standing by. All right, 1902 so far, nobody else. I don't know. I'm the only one that's normally allowed to be under the duvet at 1900 on cold nights, except for Sunday night, of which I sit here. So let's hear. Anybody else out there? Z6. Okay, 1903, Z6 IPS, still standing by. Okay, let's just check. Adrian, are you not at Zoom tonight? Just come back to me there quickly. And George, you still need to test yours as well. ZS6GRG, no, ZS6SNY, ZS6OPS. All right, good stuff. George, have you been able to come right there? 1904, guys. Let's hear anybody else out there. ZS6 OPS still standing by. Okay, I've got 1905. Good evening, everybody. Trust everybody is well and not too cold. I must admit, even my toes are feeling extremely painful from the cold here tonight. I just had a look at the weather app and it's saying it's 11 degrees. So, yeah, pretty much a winter's evening. Okay, this net is run every Sunday from 1900. For the benefit of all radio amateurs who have an interest in EMCOM or emergency communications, we'll be active for approximately 1 hour on a Sunday night, depending on what we do. And you don't need to be a member of anybody, entity, or otherwise. All you need to do is pay your ICASA license fee, and you're more than welcome to come and join us. Most weeks we just have a meet and greet, and especially during COVID-19, just to let each other know that we are still alive and our families are well, and all the rest of it. So let's start off this evening. George, welcome. I see your Zoom is busy opening up there. Let's start off with batters. ZS6 Victor India Lima, ZS6 Oscar Papa Sierra, and the net.
ZS6 OPS and the net, ZS6 ECRN. On my side, yes, this week, a lot of work. So on console phase, no major stuff, just a lot of driving up and down. ZS6 OPS, ZS6 ECRN, and the net.
Okay, good stuff there. Thanks, batters. Moving on, let's move to Pia, ZS6 Foxtrot Papa Sierra, and the net, ZS6 OPS.
Hi, good evening, guys. Yeah, like it says, no sun, no dry, just cold and wet. All good on our side. That's all from me to the ZS6 Oscar Papa Sierra, from the ZS6 Foxtrot Papa Sierra.
Okay, thanks, Pia. And let's just welcome Stephen, ZS6SJR. He is up on Zoom. I take it he's not near his radio. It's probably too cold to be sitting in front of the radio there. Okay, Mr. Adrian, I think you're doing the same, dude. ZS6SNY in the net, ZS6OPS.
Well,
Okay, thanks, Adrian. George, let's head over to Lanceria side and say good evening there to you. ZS6GRG. I see your video has not come up as yet. But take it away, George. ZS6OPS in the net.
ZS6 OPS in the group, ZS6 206. Yeah, it's a lot of work. We catching up with servicing that needed to be done during lockdown 4 and 3, where we battled to get transport by air, airplanes and that. But other than that, yeah, we're catching up slowly and no traffic my side, just lots of rain. 36 LPS in the group, 36 GOT.
Okay, thanks, George. Norman, ZS6 SCO, ZS6 OPS in the net.
LPS in the net, 36 SCO. Good evening all. Nothing much on my side. The same old, trying to get the business in and all the rest of it. But yeah, all well there. 36 LPS in the net, 36 SCO.
All right, thanks, Norman. Stephen, do you want to come in there on Zoom? Let's have a look and see if we can get you up there quickly. ZS6SJ or ZS6OPS. If your mute doesn't unmute, I'll just continue from this side. All right, good stuff. Nice to have you up on air there, Stephen, and yeah, we've missed you. All right, let's have a look at what is going on the worldly front firstly. Man, it is chaos. Just absolutely madness throughout the world. And when it comes to COVID-19, this thing is really getting out of hand. Firstly, South Africa has dropped from, I think we were on 5th position, the beginning of August or thereabout. We've now dropped down to 11th position. The United States, 7.7 million. India, 7 million. The way things are going, next weekend, India will probably have higher numbers than the United States. Brazil, now 5 million, not far behind, eh? Russia, 1.2 million. Colombia, 902,000. Colombia has actually come up very quickly, and the same applies with Argentina at 883,000. Spain has had a major increase in numbers in the last week in particular, now standing at 861,000, followed by Peru at 846 and Mexico at 814. But what has also been surprising is France is suddenly coming at 732. So if we take a look at Spain, Peru, Mexico, France, literally have all overtaken South Africa in terms of numbers in the last week alone. The United Kingdom now is also actually, what is this? 100,000 behind South Africa. South Africa's figures 690,896, with the United Kingdom sitting at 593,000. Let me clear the timeout timer. All right, ZS6OPS returning. Yeah, so when we start looking at these figures, Europe is taking a major knock at the moment. Again, you know, we're still in the situation where there's very little information with a lot of things actually happening. World Health Organization, it's same old, nothing new, nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary. Still generally discussing what's going on with the vaccines and the possibility that the vaccines or the reports that are stating that vaccines will be available by the end of the year are not actually true and correct. Probably going to be only the second quarter of 2019. Several countries are involved in rolling out vaccines, testing, including phase 3 or the third phase of vaccine testing, except that China and Russia have actually bypassed the third phase, and they've actually approved vaccines for immediate use without going through the safety checks and all the rest of it. So outside of that, not much happening. However, I must state that Dr. Michael Ryan this week has, in actual fact, put out a plea in particular to Europe to implement new measures to lock down their countries due to the massive increase that these countries are seeing. The second wave is hitting hard. I mean, like I said to you, Spain has suddenly just come right up, and so has France. So, you know, South Africa, I know our health minister has called for us to be extremely careful and vigilant in terms of what we do and how we do things. Still stay at home, stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, don't touch your face, cough into your elbow, and definitely social distancing, because the chances of South Africa being hit with a second wave, I think, is going to really be problematic across the board. That's just my personal opinion overall. And I don't think anybody actually wants to go back to a level 5 lockdown. And in all honesty, it may very well be needed. If we take a look at timeout, guys, ZS6 IPS returning. If we look at what's happening in Europe at the moment, just in the last 2 weeks, the sudden increases. It'll be interesting to see what happens with South America, if they start to increase in a second or third wave, and how it's going to impact South Africa. Looking at the world map, South Africa's got one of the highest numbers within the African continent. And I think maybe this is why last week the World Health and a couple of the initiatives that have been launched and put together to combat COVID-19 have agreed to distribute 120 million test kits. And I think Africa might be the beneficiary of the majority of that 120 million. I actually hope they are, so that we can get to the bottom of it and discover whether herd immunity actually is going to play its part as it normally does within viral infections and things like that. So yeah, this is, I think, going to be interesting times. Outside of that, nothing else has really taken place, except to say that, of course, the global cases now are sitting at 37,367,000. We clocked over yesterday to 36, or to 37 at least from 36. So already today, almost 301,000 new cases. Global deaths, 1,074,000. The South African death toll, this seems to be floating all over the place, as are our numbers. I see that yesterday's figures, an additional 2,364 new cases were reported. Now, guys, that's actually double the cases of the last 2 weeks' daily average. If not more, actually, almost 3 times higher. The daily averages were sitting around about 112, with a couple of days way below the 1,000 mark. So the South African numbers definitely also increasing under level lockdown level number 1. We've now got a death toll of 17,673. Okay, I think that basically covers it for tonight. Nothing else for me to add. We will have to see what happens during the course of this week. And again, please, guys, be safe, be diligent. Don't get together in crowds and groups. Time out. Okay, ZS6 IPS returning. Avoid groups and crowds and all the rest of it. For those of you that might or may know Rex, ZS6REX from the south of Joburg. It's unfortunate to state that he was admitted to ICU Lenmed on Tuesday. also with COVID-19. However, his daughter Gisela ZS6FXY has in actual fact stated this evening that, or at least this morning, that he seems to be improving, and he is on oxygen therapy at the moment. And he was a bit stronger yesterday than he was the rest of the week. So we'll just have to see how things go with Rex. For those of you that don't know it, I actually know Rex 50 odd years. So just under 50 odd years. I've known him virtually all my life. So there we go. So there's another one of our radio amateurs who is confirmed with this dreaded pandemic disease called COVID-19. And again, don't take chances, people. Let's find out if anybody's got any questions or statements. Otherwise, I'll check and see if there's any latecomers after that. Failing which, we'll close the net, and I think all of us can go crawl up under the duvet. Okay, any questions? ZS6OP is standing by. Okay, no questions. Any statements? ZS6OP is standing by.
20 bucks still outstanding this side.
Sure. Sorry, Battis, I didn't catch the first part of that. I actually only understood from outstanding. Do you want to say that again? ZS6 VIL, ZS6OPS.
All that I said is there's still 20 bucks outstanding. It is now.
All right. No, Battis, you'll have to talk to me on Zoom on that one, because I've actually lost what you are saying there. All right, we'll do that after the net. Okay, let's hear any other latecomers. ZS6OPS standing by.
You were asking if there was any statements outstanding. So I said, yes, 20 bucks.
All right, there we go. Yeah, that 20 bucks statement of yours is as irritating as the Morse code that's coming through. Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, good stuff. There we go. Now I could hear what you were saying, Battis. Well done. You definitely took me off my guard on that one. All right, good stuff, guys. Listen, let's call it a night. Go get warm, go chill out, do whatever, get hot chocolate, hot Milo, crawl up in front of the TV, whatever the case might be. Again, whatever you do this week, wash your hands. Definitely wear a mask and avoid large areas. Physical distance yourself from people. At least 1.5 meters, preferably 2 meters. And better still, stay home, work from home, and throughout the week, be safe. Be happy. You just really got to be happy. And of course, be prepared. ZS6OPS now releasing 145.625 for general use. Cheers all. All right, Mr. George, I don't know if your sound and microphone are working there. Your video at least came up, but outside of that, I don't see your audio. Okay, George, ask to unmute. Norman, unmute. Battis.
It seems that there is a bit of a problem on the internet. Oh. Okay, it seems that the internet is very slow.
Yeah, it's like the rest of South Africa. George, good evening.
Hi, how you doing, man?
Can you believe it? The guy's actually up on Zoom, mate. He's alive. He lives. Yeah, no, good stuff. All
Yeah,
right.
cool.
So you haven't got a radio in your car, have you?
No, but I had to buy another car. The green donkey is power steering is leaking and engine's backing up slowly.
What's that on the landing?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
It's undercover, and I'm gonna haul out that power steering. It's a huge big thing. I've got to haul it out. It's gonna take quite a while to fix, but I'll get it fixed.
Yes, that's not good. And yeah, the Merc I think you had, or the BM, you sold that, eh?
Well, the mechanic took it, but he hasn't paid me for it. He wants the car. He took it almost a year ago. I'm still waiting for the money.
Sure.
He's very disorganized, very upset with the guy.
And,
So I
and,
get
it's,
promises.
and it's still registered on your name.
Yeah. I had to relicense it this year again. And yeah. So I'm having words with the guy. But yeah, I got another vehicle that helps a lot.
What did you get?
A Freelander 2. So that is a 2.2 diesel engine made by joint design by Ford and Peugeot, and then it's got the auto box, same as the XC90. The same box.
You put your radios and everything in it now.
Hey, I'm not putting my radio in that thing.
You're not.
No, it's firstly it's like pristine. It's immaculate. Okay. I'll have to find a place to hide a bracket and really do a neat job. But yeah, I'd prefer to use the green donkey. Yeah, that's the disco one.
Yeah, fuck. All right. Oh, well, good stuff. At least you're mobile. That's the main thing.
Yeah. The other thing I can do is just put it on the floor. You know, temporary installation.
Yeah, but you know that's illegal, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not so
the
legal.
radio has to be permanently affixed.
Yeah, it's got to be permanently. Yeah, you're right.
All right, now.
Okay.
Good stuff, man.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to bail out. George, I'm going to phone you in any event, but I'm going to bail out here. And
yeah.
I want to get out of the office. I must admit, fuck, my toes are so cold that they're actually hurting. You know, it's like having a frostbite.
Yeah.
And I've been at this desk the whole day. So my feet are really cold. So I'll catch you guys next Sunday.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Right.
see you again. Cheers.
Cool.
Cheers, George. Cheers, Norman.
Cheers,
Have a nice
cheers.
one.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Chat.